Apple's Let Loose event has sparked excitement about the new iPad Pro and iPad Air, but let's not forget about the future of iPhones. The upcoming iPhone 16 Pro models are set to undergo some exciting design changes, including larger screens and an overall bigger profile. Not only that, but these devices will also come packed with a range of internal variations that will be utilized by the company's innovative generative AI features. And here's the latest scoop. Rumor has it that Apple is planning to increase the display size on the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max after 4 years, and we're not quite sure how we feel about that. The current iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max already boast sizable screens at 6.1 inches and 6.7 inches, respectively. The rumored increase to 6.3 inches and 6.9 inches might make this year's Pro models a bit too large for most people's liking. However, things may not turn out the way we imagine. Apple could potentially make the screens bigger without sacrificing manageability, and leaked photos of the iPhone 16 Pro Max shared by the reliable source Majinboo seem to suggest just that. In the 3 photos posted by the tipster, we can see a dummy of the iPhone 16 Pro Max alongside the iPhone 15 Pro Max. The upcoming model does appear larger, but not to the extent that it would be difficult to handle. While an increase in screen size may result in slightly wider, thicker, and taller Pro models, the implementation of border reduction structure technology for thinner bezels should prevent a significant increase in overall phone size. Based on the photos, it seems that the iPhone 16 Pro Max won't be drastically bigger than the current Pro Max model. When comparing the two side by side, there is indeed a noticeable difference, but it's not incredibly significant. It's hard to imagine that these additional 0.2 inches will provide users with much more screen area to display additional interface elements. Of course, fans of larger phones will likely be pleased with a slightly bigger screen, while those who already find the current size sufficient may not be thrilled with another increase in size. One notable improvement is the larger cameras compared to its predecessor, the iPhone 15 Pro Max. With a 1/1 14 inches sensor, the main unit is set to capture even more light than the current 1/1 28-inch sensor, making the iPhone 16 Pro Max a strong contender for the title of the best camera phone of 2024. However, the increased size of the camera module might affect the phone's ergonomics. On a positive note, photographers will be thrilled to see the dedicated capture button in the leaked photos. While the overall design of the iPhone 16 Pro Max appears similar to its predecessor, it remains to be seen if the larger size and camera module will make it less manageable. Additionally, there are rumors that the iPhone 16 Pro could feature more power-efficient panels supplied by Samsung, thanks to a switch from blue fluorescent technology to blue phosphorescence technology. Furthermore, Apple's upcoming flagship might offer a brighter and larger display, with the iPhone 16 Pro expected to increase its size from 6.1 inches to 6.3 inches. A recent leak suggests that the iPhone 16 Pro might come with a significantly brighter screen. According to Instant Digital, a reliable leaker on Weibo, Apple plans to increase the brightness level of the iPhone 16 Pro by up to 20% compared to its predecessor. This means that the iPhone 16 Pro could have a typical brightness of 1200 nits, surpassing the 1000 nits of the iPhone 15 Pro. While previous iPhone models reached a maximum brightness of 1000 nits for SDR and 1600 nits for HDR, the iPhone 16 Pro's improved brightness would enhance everyday browsing experiences. However, it's still uncertain if the larger iPhone 16 Pro Max will receive the same upgrade. Rumors suggest that Apple will maintain the maximum HDR brightness of 1600 nits and a peak brightness of 2000 nits for outdoor use, which were first introduced with the iPhone 13 Pro Max and later became standard with the iPhone 14 Pro. Nevertheless, Apple might consider pushing the boundaries even further to compete with the Google Pixel 8 Pro, which boasts 1600 nits of HDR brightness and 2400 nits of peak brightness under sunlight. The bigger iPhone 16 Pro Max is rumored to feature brand new 48-megapixel wide and ultra-wide cameras. This leak, which originated from a reliable source on Weibo, essentially confirms what Ming-Chi Kuo predicted earlier this year about the camera upgrade for the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max models. According to the tipster, the main camera sensor on the iPhone 16 Pro will be the Sony IMX803 sensor, the same one found on the 15 Pro models. On the other hand, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will boast a more advanced IMX903 sensor. But that's not all. Both the 16 Pro and Pro Max are expected to sport 48-megapixel ultra-wide cameras, a significant improvement from the 12-megapixel cameras on the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max models. This means higher resolution and a larger sensor size, although it may come at the cost of pixel size, which could shrink from 1 micron on the iPhone 15 Pro's 12-megapixel sensor to 0.7 microns on the iPhone 16 Pro's 48-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. However, don't worry too much about this potential trade-off. Despite the smaller pixel size on paper, it's unlikely to have a significant impact on performance thanks to a technique called pixel binning. Most phones with high-resolution camera sensors use pixel binning to combine adjacent pixels and create one superpixel, resulting in more detailed images. So, it's safe to say that we can expect this technology to be present in the iPhone 16 as well. Now, when it comes to the telephoto cameras, the phone 16 Pro Max is expected to feature a 5x telephoto camera, which remains the same as the previous model. However, there could be a significant change in the layout of the rear camera setup, with a vertical pill-shaped camera island similar to the iPhone X. These details align with the rumors surrounding the camera upgrades for the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max. Analyst Ku has hinted at a possible upgrade for the selfie camera, but that might be reserved for the iPhone 17, set to launch in 2025. There's a chance we might see a 24-megapixel front sensor, doubling the current 12-megapixel camera resolution. Ku's track record of accurate predictions gives credibility to this analysis. Apart from this, Apple's upcoming flagship, the iPhone 16 Pro Max, is rumored to boast an impressive battery life upgrade. According to renowned analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, the upcoming iPhone 16 Pro Max is rumored to offer even longer endurance compared to its predecessor. But here's the interesting part: Apple isn't simply increasing the battery capacity. Instead, they are said to be using a cell with higher energy density, allowing for a longer-lasting battery while maintaining the same size. Alternatively, Apple might choose to maintain a similar battery life, but make the cell smaller. Either way, thanks to this new battery technology and the powerful A18 Pro processor, we can expect a noticeable boost in battery life for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. And that's not all. This advancement could potentially make the device lighter and slimmer too. Kuo also mentioned that the supply chain survey hints at an increase in energy density for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Of course, this might lead to some thermal challenges, but Apple has a solution up its sleeve: a stainless steel battery case to prevent overheating. This marks the first time Apple will be using this material for its battery case. While it's still uncertain which technology Apple will employ for the iPhone 16 Pro Max, the shift to stainless steel aligns with the EU's future requirements for battery replaceability. However, it's worth noting that stainless steel may not dissipate heat as effectively as aluminum. Stay tuned for more updates as we uncover additional information about the 2024 iPhones. After all, battery life is a crucial aspect of the iPhone experience, and it seems like Apple is determined to take it to the next level with the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Pro series. Users tend to prioritize the processor, camera, and display over the battery when considering an iPhone purchase. However, the battery is a crucial component of a smartphone, as without power, the device is useless. Apple continuously works on improving battery life to ensure users can enjoy day-long usage of their smartphones. Meanwhile, Apple is set to make a splash with its new iPhone 16 lineup, which will be released later this year in the fall. The two non-Pro models, the standard iPhone 16 and the larger iPhone 16 Plus, are rumored to come in a variety of exciting new colors. In the past, Apple has offered 5 color options for their iPhones, and this time is no different. The iPhone 15 and 15 Plus were available in black, blue, green, yellow, and pink. However, according to a reliable source, Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, the upcoming iPhone 16 and 16 Plus will introduce a slight change. The yellow color will be replaced by a fresh white option, while the other colors will remain the same. Kuo also mentioned that Apple might consider renaming some of the existing colors. It's worth noting that even if the names stay the same, there could still be subtle differences in tone and appearance. This leaves room for Apple to surprise us with some exciting variations. An earlier rumor suggested that Apple might break away from its usual 5-color scheme for the upcoming 6.7-inch iPhone 16 Plus. According to the Weibo-based leaker Fixed Focus Digital, the larger iPhone 16 Plus model could be available in up to 7 different colors. These colors may either be variations of the existing 5 colors in the standard iPhone 15 lineup or entirely new finishes. However, the leaker did not provide any additional information about whether these 7 color options would also be available for the smaller iPhone 16. It is possible that the leaker has only seen materials related to the larger device in the supply chain, and the same colors could potentially be offered for the smaller 6.1-inch iPhone 16 as well. This rumor is the earliest one we have heard regarding the color options for the standard iPhone 16 models. However, the leaker's track record for accurate leaks is unproven, so it may be more reliable to trust Ming Chi Kuo's claims instead. While the Weibo leak is plausible, it is more probable that Apple will stick with the same number of colors as last year for both models. iOS 18 is set to be a game changer for the iPhone, with Bloomberg's Mark Gurman even dubbing it as potentially the biggest update in Apple's history. The reason behind this hype lies in the integration of AI, which is expected to play a major role in the upcoming features of iOS 18. One of the highlights will be a revamped Siri Assistant, aiming to rival Google's AI-driven features on Pixel phones and Samsung's Galaxy AI tools showcased during the Galaxy S24 launch. With these exciting developments, Apple is poised to make its own unique mark in the tech world. Apple, for the most part, has remained on the sidelines, but that is apparently changing, especially in terms of the software on their phones. According to a report from The Information, Apple is heavily investing in the development of conversational AI. The goal is to enable iPhone users to automate tasks that involve multiple steps through simple voice commands. Think of it as a more intelligent version of Siri, the built-in digital assistant on your phone. The iPhone 16 stands to greatly benefit from Apple's advancements in AI technology. According to renowned leaker Rav Agnes, Apple plans to incorporate large language models into Siri's redesign. While current iPhones may rely on cloud-based AI features, the iPhone 16 is expected to possess enough processing power to handle these tasks on the device itself. Recent reports have emphasized the importance of on-device AI in Apple's strategy, with Bloomberg's Mark Gurman revealing that generative AI features in iOS 18 will utilize the phone's neural engine rather than relying on the cloud. However, it is worth noting that more resource-intensive features may still be offloaded to the cloud, as suggested by subsequent reports. An in-depth report from Apple Insider sheds light on the AI-powered features that Apple may be developing for iOS 18. These features could enable iPhone and iPad users to summarize lengthy text messages using AI, similar to the Catch Me Up command of Humane AI Pin. Apple is truly committed to making technology accessible to everyone. With iOS 18 shaping up to be a significant update, even current iPhone models will benefit from its new capabilities. We can't wait to learn more about the update in the coming months leading up to WWDC 2024 on June 10. Especially intriguing is how Apple plans to expand the AI-driven capabilities of its phones. So stay tuned to our channel for more exciting details, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care.